Oh wow. I never heard of that long.
Tonight, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. And the New England Patriots taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
People use that shit.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Marcus Jones, a return man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his third season now out of Alabama.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. But you look at this defense. Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. This defense for the Dolphins, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
They start on the ground with Elliott, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 24 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Now he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go. You talk about this Miami defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener, didn't allow much of anything at all through the air, so now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Running with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Matt Judon there to bring him down. The Dolphins 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
On 2nd down, Elliott takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No score after one on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0.
What's going on
See if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. Here's Bryce Behringer now. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
Was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Jones throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half, and they'll start with a short field following that turnover as they look for points here before the break. Throwing on first down, Jones. And that'll be complete to Stevenson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Jones got Stevenson again, back-to-back plays. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Good pickup by Elliott. What's a down year for Zeke? It's a great year for most NFL backs. Had career lows in carries and yards, but still ranked in or near the top 20 league-wide. And, of course, remained a productive scorer with 12 touchdowns.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hill going to go in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Looking to pass. Tua. That one complete to Elliott. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Elliott. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Back now in Foxborough. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Jones. Short pass caught by Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. A run with Mostert up the middle. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would love to meet her. Another day, another dollar, another phone with another feature. I don't play goalie, but I'm my brother's keeper. Surrounded by family, I'm not with other people. They say I got my pop's demeanor and mother's features. The garden's still private as ever. The gang thriving together. Your boys striving to be the most dominant ever. The hardest white boy since the one who rapped about vomiting sweaters and hold the comments. Cause I promise you I'm honestly better than whoever came to your head right then. They ain't cut from the same thread like him. They don't study doing...
We welcome you back to Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. We're set for a good finish. We pick up the action in the final 2 minutes of the game. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Miami, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.